Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Winfred and you're welcome to my channel where it's all about easy meals at home. Today we are outdoors and we are going to be preparing mushrooms for sun drying. Those of you who have always bought them in stores and you don't know the process they go through for them to end up on your shelves or in the market, well, today you're in luck because we are going to be learning how to prepare our mushrooms for sun drying and also prepare them for cooking. Uh, for starters, this is how my oyster mushrooms look like. If you don't know how to harvest these, check out my video in the archives. You'll be able to see how I harvested my mushrooms. This is how they look and they are fresh from the garden. So preparing this is very easy. These guys are very nutritive. They are packed with vitamin K. They help lower your cholesterol levels. These mushrooms will help you with boost your immunity. They lower the risk of cancer. Just as simple as you see them here. They lower the risk of cancer. They help with your heart regulations. If you don't know about mushrooms, guys, these are very easy. Check out my video, you'll see how I go about harvesting them. Now it's preparing. So when I'm preparing, I cut off the bottom bit and I'm left with just this plain mushroom leaf. Now for sun drying, because we are going to use them for sun drying, you go on and just rip them up like this. If you've seen them in the supermarket when they are ripped, a kilo of these ones would go for a lot of money simply because of the work that is involved in the preparations. And yet all I'm doing with them is just ripping them up like this. You rip them up to thin things, and these ones will be easy to sun dry, and then you can be able to make meals with them. You know, mushrooms have a short lifespan, especially if they are not sun dried, but the sun dried one can last for a longer time simply because they've been dried by the sun. And this is fungi, guys. If we are talking mushroom now, it's fungi. It does not do well if it's harvested and kept for more than maybe 3 days. 3 days you start seeing the color changing and everything about them just starts to change. But if you sun dry them, prepare them like I'm doing, and then sun dry them, you'll be able to keep them longer if you're one who enjoys mushrooms. And the ones you see in the stores are able to stay for weeks on end simply because they were sun dried. Now the preparation for sun drying is this. What I'm doing is getting the wider ones. The wider ones have outgrown, and because they've overgrown, sorry, I am able to rip them up very well. Now on a stalk like this one, I look out for the bigger ones. They are the ones I sun dry, because if you sun dry the thinner ones, you can go on and sun dry every one of them, but I like to use the smaller ones to make sauces, fresh mushroom sauce. So for sun drying, I go on and rip up the wide leafed ones and let them stay out in the sun for about 3 days. If it's really hot, on a really good hot day, they would stay out for maybe 2 days, and I would have myself nicely sun-dried mushrooms. These are very nutritive, guys, and they make the best sauce. They are better than a meat for vegetarians, even those who are not vegetarians but are looking to keep healthy and eat nutritively. These are the things to go for. They help boost your brain, and yet as simple as you see them, they have all these properties that they have in them. Easily prepared. If you're wondering how they are grown, look out my video. You'll see how they were grown. and harvested, and you can have a go at them. These can grow in any setting as long as the temperatures are right. You create a good environment for them, they can grow. They are not good with high temperatures. That's why on cold days they thrive, and they take about 2 weeks to grow. So in 2 weeks, if that is involving the pickup time and the planting and pickup time, as you can see, that's a short time for such nutritive things. Now I'm going to do this to all my wide-leafed mushrooms, and as you can see, they are going in clean, so I don't need to wash them, because dipping them in water will mean they will become too soggy and probably just start off the rotting process. So straight away you go looking for the clean bits. I'm going to show you how clean this is, and if there is any excess dirt, I remove it. That way I'm assured that it is clean, and the whole process continues just from there. You see how clean this is? And I straight away start reaping. The thinner they are, the faster they dry. That means you put them out in the morning and make sure it doesn't rain on them, and once you put them out, you put them in once the sun has gone down. Even a cool day like this would do them well. So you don't have to stress that today the sun didn't come out. You just put them out and they will do their thing and give you nice mushrooms that can last longer. This is how I rip them up. And they are very good at balancing hormones. For ladies who are having menstrual cramps, you can juice these mushrooms and still use them, and they are tasty once nicely prepared. Be on a lookout for my videos on mushrooms. I'll do them sun-dried, I'll do them fresh from the garden, and you'll be able to learn how to incorporate mushrooms into your diet and keep those healthy meals going. It's amazing how expensive they are when you find them already prepared like this in the store. A kilo of fresh mushrooms is way cheaper than a kilo of sun-dried mushrooms, because of the work that you put in. And as you can see, it's not a lot of work. Well, fine, it's time consuming. You could put in about 10 minutes of doing this, or 5, but you would still get yourself some mushrooms that would last longer. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. As I prepare my mushrooms for sun drying, I'll show you when they are sun dried and ready for cooking. Until next time, bye bye and enjoy.